Hello, everybody. I'm Chunky Vanilla, and today we are going to answer, or at least start answering, a random question that I had while playing a game in one of my all time favorite franchises, Guitar Hero. Now, the specific one I was playing happened to be World Tour. The Wii version, to be exact. I know this one's the 360 version. I have multiple versions of a few of these games, which I don't really remember playing a whole lot as a kid. I mainly played the Xbox versions of all of them. And when I booted up the first song, when I played the Wii version, I noticed something really weird. Every note had a purple outline on it, and I didn't have to strum, just hit the button on time. There are some limitations, like there are double notes or anything else on top of that. I would still need to strum, and that outline would go away. But I didn't remember seeing these outlines at all in any of the games. And I did play Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii specifically before I started playing World Tour. But I just kept going through it and thought that it was just a way to make the Wii version easier for kids. I did notice something interesting though. I didn't get any money after each gig. It kept popping on screen like I was getting paid, but the number kept saying zero, which is what made me dig deeper. It turns out that the purple outlines were a feature to make the game easier for kids. It was just turned on by my grandparents because this was the copy they had for us to play on when we visited them. Now, since it's a cheat, it turns off your ability to make money in career mode, which explains the $0 I was earning every gig. The only reason I noticed the money issue was because you have to buy some of the gigs to be able to play them. So after I found that out, I had to go back and play through gigs that I already played to afford the ones I needed to buy. But enough yapping. I haven't gotten to my question yet. I mean, it's in the title, but whatever. I started asking myself, can I beat Guitar Hero World Tour without strumming? Now, I didn't want to just play on hard mode and get my answer from one difficulty. So I'm going all the way through all the difficulties to see where the limit truly is. I start today by looking at beginner, which I didn't know existed until I recorded the first day, and then moving on to my first true test, easy mode. Do I even do beginner? I don't even know what beginner would be. Let's do it. Let's do beginner as well. So, so I can't do beginner because beginner is only strumming. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. I need to lock in real quick. Okay, okay, okay. I'll give this um I'll give this gig a shot, and if this is literally all it is, then I'm just gonna move on to easy. Bang. Look at us. Look at us. Bang. 82%. Not my brightest achievement. You know, we already know. We already know. Let's quit out of this. I'm gonna go back, new gig. We're gonna go back, turn it to easy, and then restart the gig. So yeah, when I said I looked at beginner, I gave it 2 songs. I know, but hear me out. It was literally one button over and over again with no variation. There was no possible way to fail because there was no way for you to hit multiple notes at the same time. After that revelation, I switched to easy, which is still pretty easy, to put it nicely, but there is room for error, so I decided to go through all the songs. This episode is the first half, roughly, of the songs on easy, and the next episode, I'll talk about the other half of the songs. I'm trying out some strats to see if I can limit how much I have to move my fingers. It's like on easy, I feel like that's the easiest one to mess with. Because what I found out is that it reacts to any kind of movement above it or below it. Okay. I tried to like not like full okay. I'm done. I'm done. Every time I try and think of a new strat, I just like fumble terribly. So I decided early on that I needed to workshop some strategies to help with repeating notes because on the harder difficulties, they can be super fast, which would be borderline impossible for me to keep up with after a certain point. I learned while messing around with the settings prior to recording that any note inputs work as long as it's timed correctly. For red and above, any note underneath it will work when it's pressed down or let go when the note needs to be played. When it comes to green notes, it's a little different. Since you can't press down any notes above the note that need to be played, you have to time it beforehand if you don't want to just tap the green button over and over again. But I think it's just easier to tap green instead of dealing with that. And you will see throughout the whole first day, actually, scratch that, through the whole episode, I struggle with this. I struggle with trying to time it correctly because I'm just dumb, I guess. I don't know. A majority of the songs on easy up to this point were what I expected. All single notes where you pretty much go through the three options in a line back and forth until a song ends. But early on, I did notice some interesting trends that didn't matter too much on easy, but could be problems down the road. In my first gig, I had to play About a Girl by Nirvana. And in this song, there were two specific patterns that I need to figure out a consistent strategy for the harder difficulties. Long notes that end with another note at the end, and repeated notes that climb up or down. Both of these are easy on easy mode, but I feel like specifically the second one could become an issue if I don't work on that now. I feel like I could use the lower notes to climb up like a staircase on yellow notes and above. And for red, I could just pulse green underneath it. But green, like always, is a problem for me. I'll just need to tap green for any repeating notes and hope I can go fast enough. Now, one more thing I want to talk about before I really get to the meat and potatoes of this video is the jam sessions. Something that Guitar Hero did really well in its prime that I love is putting some of the featured artists in their games. You don't jam against all of them. Like Haley Williams comes on stage to sing Misery Business, and Travis Barker plays the drums for Damn It. You only go against guitar players that are featured. And in World Tour, you go against Zakk Wylde and Ted Nugent. These aren't the traditional battles where you go back and forth trying to drain each other's rock meter like in Guitar Hero 3. The focal point of the jam session is to keep the crowd on your side. So there's a bar in the middle with a needle that points towards which guitarist is winning over the crowd. It moves based on who has more notes at a given time, and the distance it moves depends on your combo, 2, 3, or 4 times. You build up combo normally. Every 10 notes, you go up a number, but your opponent builds it up gradually through the song, regardless of the amount of notes that they play. Meaning you get punished harder the later into the song you are for missing notes. If the bar points fully to your challenger's side, you lose. Now, this wouldn't be difficult for someone as good at Guitar Hero as I am. Am I still not on the encore? Oh my god. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss. Oh, I have the fucking jam session with him. Oh. Raw, Zakk Wylde. Oh, me. Okay, so this is like the first, well, I shouldn't say the first test because it's on easy. But like this, I feel like this is going to be the true point in medium on if this is possible or not. I do feel like the main way I could lose this is just by not being able to build up a multiplier. Cuz like he's on 3 times right now and I'm on nothing. I just need to lock in for a second. I'm not locking in at all. I'm not locking in at all. It's on his side. I'm going to lose. Okay. Maybe I lost the first time against Zach Wild, but you saw that. I was set up. There was nothing I could do against that. I mean, I did beat him the second time, but he caught me off guard the first time, and I still have a sour taste in my mouth after that. Okay, I'm going into this with 2x. I feel like if I just I don't know, suck ass on this part, then I'll survive. See, I wouldn't have been able to survive that without 4x. I feel like even if I had 2x, I would have lost right there. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay. I feel like the best way for me to show you guys a comprehensive list of the songs and how difficult they each were, I need to do what every YouTuber does eventually. A tier list. So, the tiers I have today are, I actually failed this at least once. You'll never guess which song is in there. Double note songs. I had to pay attention during this song. Some parts surprised me, and I almost fell asleep during this song. All right, hello. We are now at the tier list. I found this tier list by the wonderful The Revenge Wedge. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Just to simplify this, I'm gonna start with the easiest tier and then go up from there. And a quick disclaimer, these are ordered in chronological order within each tier, but typically they'll get harder the farther into the game you go. Also, keep in mind, I am only halfway through the game. I know this tier list has the full spread of songs on here, but I'm only doing the first half. Next episode, I will list every song, including the ones from today, just so we can get a full baseline of how each song stacks up. Another quick thing, these tiers are based on the fact that I'm on easy mode. So none of these songs are actually difficult, and you can get through all these with little to no issue. All right, first, and almost fell asleep while playing, I have Living on a Prayer, Beautiful Disaster, Obstacle 1, What I've Done, Spiderwebs, and American Woman. These were all songs that had long stretches where the notes barely changed a majority of the time, which made the only difficult part of each of these songs keeping my eyes open. Moving on into Some Parts Surprised Me. I have About a Girl, Mountain Song, Band on the Run, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, The Joker, Do It Again, Feel the Pain, and Everlong. All these songs had at least one section where I had to lock in. It could have been the intro, a solo at some point, or even like the chorus or something that repeated a couple of times throughout the song. At least half of each of these songs were still pretty boring or repetitive, which is why it's only some parts surprised me. Now, in I Had to Pay Attention during this song, I have Some Might Say, Today, you're going to say yeah. Hotel California, one way or another, stillborn. Hey man, nice shot. Damn it. The Ted Nugent guitar battle. And finally, Stranglehold. All of these songs had a lot of variation throughout and had sections that were faster than I expected for easy mode. I do want to point out that I didn't fail against Ted Nugent, so I'll take that as a win. Real quick, before I say which songs I have in the double note songs, I want to clarify what difficulty I would have put them in outside of having the notes I couldn't play. So when I pull each of them, I'm gonna show where they were in the tier list. And I'll say it at the end as well. The one I love, which would have been in some parts surprised me. Freak on a Leash, which also would have been in some parts surprised me. Misery Business would be an Almost Fell Asleep. Eye of the Tiger would have been an Almost Fell Asleep. The Middle, had to pay attention during this song. I did. Heartbreaker, some parts surprised me. Ramblin' Man, had to pay attention during this song. And then Go Your Own Way, some parts surprised me. As you can see, this tier is just showcasing which songs had double notes rather than the difficulty of each of these songs, since this had some from every single tier, other than this one, of course. That being said, I wasn't expecting this many double note songs, especially on easy, and considering I'm only halfway. Finally, unfortunately, and I actually failed this song at least once, I have the Zach Wild Guitar Duel. The title is pretty self explanatory. I mean, for all of these, it's very self explanatory. But if I didn't fail this song, it definitely would have gone and had to pay attention because it did have a lot of variation. So I was just unfortunately caught off guard the first time. But at least this tier only has one song in it, so I will take that. Okay, guys. So far, the answer to my question, at least on easy, is leaning towards yes, which I was expecting going into this. But we will find out if all of easy can be beaten without strumming next episode when we finish this difficulty. I've had a lot of fun with this video, trying out a new format and style for this series. I'm looking forward to seeing just how far I can go without strumming in the higher difficulties. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos from me, such as this wonderful series, seeing if I can beat Guitar Hero World Tour without strumming, my FTB Evolution series, the Backlog Chronicles, and really anything else I feel like recording and uploading for you guys. Also, I stream on Twitch. I don't have a consistent schedule for this at the moment, but I stream a variety of games, and I will also stream myself playing Guitar Hero for this series, as well as the Backlog Chronicle games. Now, I'm going to end this video with a bunch of clips from the Guitar Hero streams, so if you just wanted to be here for my yapping, seeing if the question can be answered, then that's all over at this point. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day. I feel like this Guitar Hero game has the best song lineup. I don't know, I love the lineup of Guitar Hero 3. There's just so many more in this one that I like. Like there are some that I only got put on because of Guitar Hero 3, but there are songs in this one that I knew before where I was like, "Oh, yes, that's in Guitar Hero World Tour." But there were songs in Guitar Hero 3 that I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, this actually slaps." Like Stricken by Disturbed. That song slaps. But I didn't know about that song until I played Guitar Hero 3. I will say a majority of the songs in this game are ones that I wouldn't listen to like just by myself, but all of them are great. No, I missed a note. I think that was my first one. Oh, I'm a failure. I'm just so fucking washed. Okay, I'm just throwing. I'm throwing so hard. Oh my god. Okay, I'm still throwing. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Does it tell me the notes on here or does it just say the percent? It just says the percent. I need to see if it was just that one note. It was. Oh, I'm in piss. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I was trying to time it and I didn't get any of them. That's cool. Okay. Okay, next time I'll just tap the green button, I guess. Wow, I just keep messing up notes. Oh no. I'm there's way more double notes in these songs than I expected. This is crazy. Oh, I have an album. I didn't know that. I'm not holding it. Oh. No, are you serious? I can't do the last note because it's a double? Oh god, that stupid haircut. Oh. Oh no. He's gonna start cooking me. Oh, he's cooking me. Thank you, Ted. How long is this fucking song? Can we wrap this shit up, Ted? It's like a 7-minute song, Ted. That was fucked up.